What's going on, guys? Okay, so not many people watch this knife channel, but said this in the past. This knife channel is 100% about me. Well, maybe it's more like, uh-oh, come here. No, not this one. This one's got blades out, girl. I'll just hold you here while we talk. This knife channel is 100% about me most of the time. But right now, I have a bunch of knives out that I've bought through the years, and they have one thing in common. Well, other than that, they're folders. Some are made by Benchmade, some are made by Columbia River Knife and Tool, but they all got one thing in common, and that is they have, in one way, shape, or form, this guy's name on the back right here. Uh-oh. No. Maybe I should close these. Okay, hold on. Okay, I need you just to behave. Usually it's okay to come up here, okay? Not right now. Wow. Okay, hold on. Let me just close this. Anyways, they have this guy's name on it right here. Elischewitz. Alan Elischewitz. And I'm going to close these. And it's hard to say a favorite. Each one has a memory of of some things. This is my first one here. My first Benchmade, actually. This is my second one here. And I liked it so much. And it had the Ballast Song seal on the other side. I just went ahead and decided to just keep it in the box. I bought it on closeout. I wish I would have got the Apex, because that was actually a titanium frame lock, and I wish I would have got that one. But you know, things happen. I also wish I would have bought. He had a couple of his I came across one of his Matrix series knives. I think it might have been a Persian. It was a full carbon fiber with the old 5-hole style pivot pin, similar to that style pivot pin. It was being sold actually by Oso Grande at the Reno gun show. I wish I would have bought it for, I think it was about maybe $200 or $300 at the time. And if I would have bought it, I would have used it as an everyday carry. I just would have carried it as a beater. I wish I would have got one of his old Matrix series, like one of his Daigens or his Neos in the black G10 with the anodized aluminum bolsters. I would have EDC'd it. It would have had the teardrop style clip on this side. That was my favorite era for him. But anyway, I just wanted to put those out there. And why is his stuff on here? Well, I have I also had another chance to buy two of his other early works before the change of the pivot pins. But never got around. In fact, I was going to buy it, and the credit card maxed out. It was on Christmas Eve at one of the knife shops. Oh man. Oh well, then it just kind of fell off the radar and didn't have a chance to buy it again. Okay, Annabelle, we're gonna have to calm down here. So anyway, I just, but I've always bought his collaboration knives from CRKT or Benchmade. Almost got around to buying a couple of the Hogues one time. Never quite gotten into buying the Hogues, but I'd like to someday. But anyway, let's see. I went ahead and I watched his video. I have his advanced video, and I have the Chris Crawford Knives advanced video that he made. I also have the basic folders video that he made, where he made a palm swell type folder with a Hall carbon fiber handle. And toward the end of the operation, toward when he began the final assembly, he took out this thread cutter, or no, screw cutter, and I'm like, oh my God, that thing is so cool. I gotta have it. Where do I get it? And it just eventually, I just never got around to searching the internet for it. And one day I started to follow his Instagram. He had one on his Instagram, and it was made by Hardcore Grinders. And this is what I have to unbox today. It is that very screw cutter made by Hardcore Grinders. And Hardcore Grinders, when I first came across Hardcore Grinders, it was actually on a website where I was shopping for 2x42 sanders, and it was a really pretty slick grinder. And when I seen some of the videos of other knife makers that had hardcore grinders and they turned them on, I mean, it was just super quiet. I was so impressed. I said, I would love to have a hardcore grinder someday. Maybe someday I will get the hardcore grinder. But watching Alan on his Instagram, he was talking about these screw cutters. I'm like, that's the screw cutter from the video. And and on the actual description on hardcore grinders, it says inspired by Alan Elishewitz. And it is kind of close to the model he has. Now, I don't know if Alan actually machined his own by himself and made it for his own needs. There's cat fur on there now. This cat I can't keep her off of here. She's in for the evening. I don't want her outside, so it's just one of those things I deal with in the garage. Or this is her garage, not mine. Okay, so, well, anyway, he it said inspired by Alan Elishewitz, so I had to have one. So I talked to him, and he said, you know, call Hardcore, they'll take care of you. And then finally, I found it on here. So I got this thing. It was on. I've seen it on the site for $190. I applied the Black Friday code, so it was a Black Friday. I forgot what I paid for it totally, but and I don't know if it'll ever change in the future. So I'm not gonna sit there and say anything too much about the price. I mean, it's a $190 tool, guys. Okay, so it's not like I'm really that worried about sales in the end. I probably would have bought it anyway. so anyway, this thing here, it's actually pretty slick. I'm gonna unbox it now. So I got. Okay, so I got these cleared off now, so Annabelle, you can just run amok. Nothing here can really bother you. Okay, so some people say, you know, oh, you need to get that cat out of here. And it's like, you know what? I like having my cat coming up and visiting me. Come here and say hi. Say hi. Say hi. You gonna help me cut some screws, Annabelle? Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna unbox this thing. And so I got home. It was laying on my desk. And I was like going, what is this? Oh, I kind of forgot about it. Shipping didn't take very long at all. I just kind of had a lapse of memory. And I was like, oh, well, I said, I ordered it, so it's pretty heavy, and I ordered it. It must be pretty cool. So anyway, here it is. This is what it looks like. This is the Hardcore Grinders, and it's the inspired by Alan Elishewitz screw cutter. So if we can see that. I might actually store this in my bedroom. I mean, I really don't even want this outside. I think there's a guy who ducked in and stole my tubing cutter, actually. So cutters are on the list of items to grow legs here in the neighborhood. But that's the cutter. So it closes, opens, has a acorn nut on this side. So let's see the holes on here. If you can see those holes, what is this? 3. Okay, I want to see you can see those holes there. That's the holes that it cuts. Okay, come on, kid. Let's chill out. Okay, Carl, I'll bring you in. I gotta show the details. Okay, I can't have you up here doing that part. Okay, so that's the cutter, and there's the handles. These are the handle. I like the handles. The handles are like an aluminum. I think that's the same aluminum they use on the grinders. So it has a stop, so you can't over open it. So let's see, we got 172 2-56 0-80 3-48. So I think I have some. Let's see what these are. In my local store where I go, the screws, small screws are just kind of. I mean, small screws are just kind of a mess anyway. No matter wherever you go. Things are deposited into other bins, and I'm just not very good at fractional divisions for screws. I hope to get that way. I think these are 080. So come here, baby. I need you over here. So I'm going to see if these will go in. If I can thread these in. Okay, so I opened this up all the way. So closed, open with the stop open. It looks like I can pretty much see like clearly through the whole opening of the screw there. So I'm going to see if these thread into the 080 because I am horrible at judging screw sizes. Or maybe these are larger. Are these larger? Okay. Okay, so this is actually a 1.72. Okay, is it a 1.72? Like I say, I'm horrible at judging screws. I'm new at the small screw game. But let me go ahead and try to put this. I think it's a 1.72. Is it a 2.56? Yeah, it's too small. So I'm gonna put this in a 1.72 up here, or 1.72. Looks like it's a 1.72. So I'll thread this into here. So let's say I want to take off 3 threads. So I gotta add some pretty good eyes for this. My eyes are just shot right now. So I'll thread that in. Okay, so that threads in. Okay, let me see if it's another one. I'm just verifying all these screws, making sure it's all good. Well, then that's a 4-40 screw, so that's slightly larger there. Okay, and these go all the way through here. Okay, so I'll thread this into the 1.72, and so let me see. It looks like a couple threads are here. So I got that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and crush that down. Ow. Okay. So I'm going to push this halfway through. Okay. And I cut it back. It actually cut pretty easy. I cut it back. See that? Cut that back. Okay, so let me get my little. So those both popped. Okay, so I already lost the screw that was in there. No, I didn't. I better put a little. Get a little deal and poke it out here. Got some. Poke that carcass out of there. That's the extra little bit of screw there, if you can see it. So let me go ahead and try 2. There's holes for 3. I don't know if I'll cut all 3. But pretty cool that, you know, I have the option. I could plug in, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should try plugging in 3. So I'll go in here, I'll bring that down a fair amount. So these are just Phillips head screws. I don't have a precise driver. I should order some Torx with some precision Torx drivers. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in here. Put this on the next one. It's easier for me to thread in. And I want to make folders, and I'm just butterfingers right now. Okay. This is a different size. Maybe did I grab a different size on the way up? That's the same size. Should be the same size. Yeah. 1.72. So thread on your second 1.72. Maybe it's another size. It's not a metric. Is it a 2.50? Whatever, 2.5, 2.56? It looks like it's a Nope, looks like it's the same size. Okay, let me grab a little screwdriver here. Try it on this one. Okay, so I'll put this one in first. So it seems like it's easier to load that one. If I had an actual driver, I probably could actually load all three. I'll load the second one. This is screwed. This just has a bum thread on it. Let me grab another screw out of here. I got these screws. Let's see here. Okay, oops, what's that? Must have grabbed a smaller screw. This must be a .080 here. Okay, let's double it up. I'll put a .080 here. That must have been my original .080s. So this must be a point whatever here. So I put, okay, that one's going right in now. Thank you. Thank you for cooperating with me. Thank you for cooperating during my demo. Sometimes might have had a bum thread. So let's see. Okay, look at this. We're going all out now. I'm opening this baby up on the road. Look at that. So I got me, can you see that? I got two 1.72s and two 0.80s. I don't know how to say that in engineering terms. Hi, you back to help? You know, you can be here for this part. It's okay. This is going to go away from me. Okay, so I got 4 of these babies in here. Let's see if we can do this. Ah, okay. So, there's all the stuff. All right, don't step on that. That's a pin. Okay. So I noticed I got to get used to. I see I kind of pinched myself there. So I got to get used to closing that. Maybe I gotta learn to keep my hands out of that. I made it put a little blood blister on my hand just now. Okay, no big deal. Considering all the times I've cut myself and ground my fingers, so doing other things. So, all right, so yeah, I just cut those screws. So I'm sure a little bit of figuring out how it works and tinkering with it will be good. Okay, this is coming back this one out. Let me get a little screwdriver to back that out. Ready to use. So anyway, I'm going to okay, there we go. So, okay, so anyways, I can push these in a little further. Pull them out. Back these out now. Okay, so those screws fell out of the bottom there. So I'm going to go ahead and that's the 080. Just put that in there. So I'll do a couple of the 080s by themselves, see how those turn out. It's kind of good working with this stuff because it's actually helping me to, recognize the different sizes at a glance. Like I didn't know what that 1.1-72 was for. So let me go ahead and put these in here. She's back. Okay, so Okay, so I got 2 of the 0.8 zeros. So I'm going to go ahead and be careful where I put my fingers for this. Okay. So I just cut those. So yeah, I'm just being, so anyways, I pinched my fingers between the grips. I got a little blood blister. All right, come on. I need you to move just a minute. All right, sorry. So I went ahead, put those down there. These are the 0.8 zeros. So this is probably realistically a trimming that I would do maybe for a spacer or for a scale. So I'm going to be careful how I do these on my hands here. So the fingers are out of the way this time. I just trim those off just like that. I start keeping my precision drivers on deck here. Yeah, so there's that one. There's this one. And then let's see, let's try the 1.1-72. I keep calling it 1.72, I mean 1-72. Okay, so put these up here. Start those by hand. There we go, got those in. So those are slightly closed. Open back and go in there. So it's kind of neat to see that when that's out, those are wide open. And okay, here's my other 1.72. Okay. Yeah, that seems like that area is easier for me to do. Really trim this one down good. So trim these down to about what a back spine would be on here. All right, come on. So I got those in now. Okay, I'll move you off again. So my fingers are out of the way, no more blood blisters, and so notice when I do the thicker ones, it slams down a little harder. So I did trim those. I see you. So those are trimmed screws. All right. Those are both trimmed. Okay, so a new tool for the toolbox. This thing is so nice, I'm probably going to actually just keep it in my bedroom. We had I'm not saying anybody took it, but my tubing cutter, I went for looking for it the other day and it's gone, and I went and priced one. I said, no wonder why it went missing. I swear I knew where I put it. It should be out where I can find it. Maybe it'll turn up. But this thing I think will actually go in my bedroom. I'll actually hide it where it's safe. Yeah, I just worked that action, and yeah, make sure that last bit there is out. Most of these things fall clear, actually. I noticed when I work that action, for the most part, there's one still left in there, one half that's still in there. And I'll take a little pin and I'll poke it out. There it goes. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I trimmed those screws, and they trim back. So let's get a better look at the way it looks. If you want to look all again, let me close it. Okay, and then when it's open, they're like perfectly wide open. And that's what it looks like. So, anyway, just wanted to show you guys the new screw cutter, and don't worry about the haters. Just let the haters worry about you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.